Hello and good morning, student. I am teacher Nasiha. And how was your day today? I hope your day is great as we will learn about Newsbreak poem by Max Fatchen. And before we further our learning, I will provide you the poem in our WhatsApp group. For you student, take some time to download and read it the poem by your own. After you finish read it, you can state briefly what you understand about the poem. So the poem have 5 stanza and each stanza have 4 lines, and it also have specific rhyme AB, and the rhyming words make the poems sounds musical. So this poem is about a child whose the behavior is changed, and the parents is learn the reason at the end of the poem. In the first stanza, the parent is wondering why the child behavior suddenly so loving. Suddenly the child even give a kiss to the parent, and the parent is bewildered that the child offers help. The parent desperately wants to know the reason of why of the sudden change. In stanza 2, the parent is surprising to see the child face is neat and tidy. The child clothes are also neat, as if has been ironed and has no crumple. And the parent is also shocked to know that the child not spend his money for lunch that day as he usually does. And for stanza 3, the parent is surprised that his child did not drop his school books as he returned home. The child does not scream or show any outbursts of anger, and the parents praise the child for his good behavior that day, as the child acts like gentle lamb when just the previous day the child was going against his parents. Next, stanza 4. The parents feel as if the child is a stranger to them, like a new person. The child does not show any anger, any disturbance. Therefore, the parents ask the child to come closer so that he can see his child better, as he wonder if that is really his child. And that brings us to the last stanza, where his parents also wonder whether his child being struck by lightning, or the child is injured during sport that made him temporarily unable to react. Finally, the parents understand the reason for the change, as the parents notice that the child has brought his school progress report. So that are the explanations for the Newsbreak poem by Max Fatchen in every stanza. The setting for this poem Newsbreak by Max Fatchen is, the setting is there is no time frame. The setting is in the house. For the persona view, persona is the parent who is puzzled to see a child sudden change of behavior. And for the tone and mood for this poem is it is a light-hearted and full of humor, because the reader, when they read this, they are full of curiosity to know what is going on in this poem, what is the story, what happened with the child sudden change behavior. But reader laugh after they read the last sentence. For the theme, honesty is the best policy 1, disobedience, ulterior motive. For the moral value, first is honesty, behave well, courage to face unpleasant consequences in your life. So that's all for overall explanations poems Newsbreak by Max Fatchen. I hope all of students understand and you can read it back, because I will give you all the notes what we learned today.
Next, we move to our first activity for you all to done. I will provide you the multi-flow map, and please take a look at the multi-flow map on the screen. In the multi-flow map, it is clearly stated that the cause of the child's sudden behavior change is because that day, is the day of report card day, which is affect the child behavior change. In this part, you all will have to state it what is the child suddenly do. Like at the question stated, the child help his parents with, and stated your answer at the empty box, following with the second and third questions provided. You have to state your answer and complete it this multi-flow map. Through given time, students need to complete multi-flow map for news break poem and move to second task activity, lesson 17, question 2. You can refer these questions at your module activity. In this lesson 17 question number 1 and 2, all you need to do is question 1, you need to describe the persona, and question B, the person the persona is talking to. Then question number 2, give reason for your answer.
Thank you, student, for you all effort throughout our learning today. I appreciate your commitment and you all did so well. Don't forget my homework that I give to you, and we see each other next time in our class.